Oh. What do you want to talk about, dude?
You know, whatever you want about.
No, what do you want to talk about?
I don't really have anything to talk about.
Yes, you do.
I got some things to talk about.
There you go. Hit it.
Why do I have to start?
Because I would rather you just go.
Why?
So we're Joe and Lisa. Welcome to the Pat and Maddie Talks.
Maybe I don't want to keep starting it. Maybe you can start it instead.
No, that's fine. We didn't discuss that before we sat down, so we just kind of
Someone was on a phone call for 30 minutes.
Sorry.
Respect my time.
I was actually on a phone call for an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, you had 20 more minutes before I was going to be like, deuces.
I was on the phone for a full half an hour before you got there, so I was like, oh my God.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But that's why we didn't have a discussion beforehand.
Yeah. So anyway, what would you like to discuss?
I think it's important for people to discuss knowing themselves, knowing their own body, and not believing the first thing that you hear. And really being an advocate for yourself.
I think that's the definition of loving yourself, but
to a degree. There's people who can love themselves but not truly fully be educated.
I guess, yeah. Why would you say such a thing?
Because within the past few weeks, I've had a lot of clarity and also given answers for stuff that I've been dealing with before I met you. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why it started happening. Because the causes of the first medical thing that I dealt with is due to like excessive drinking or like excessive amounts of processed food. Well, in my late 20s, I wasn't trying to drink like my early 20s.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Oh. I wasn't either.
I would have like one or two drinks and my pancreas would like flare up, like massive pain. It literally felt like someone was like pulling, like grabbed a hold of my spine and then just like was trying to yank it out. I have also heard that acute pancreatitis pain is worse than childbearing pain. And I was like, well, don't know what that's like yet, but good to know. Maybe that won't be so terrible when that comes from me. So, dealt with that before I met you. Changed obviously how my eating habits and drinking habits, because I was like, well, don't want to end up in the hospital again. Processed food isn't great for you anyways. That is what it is. I had a couple flare-ups over the years, but for the most part was able to keep it in check. Past 2 years, or I guess a year and a half, was dealing with severe debilitating anxiety, which we've got documented, and wasn't making really any sense. So it was like, okay, gonna look at this at a biological front, gonna look at this at a mental front, gonna look at this at every front possible that's out there. Got some answers last year, for the most part. Things were working. Started to notice that it was coming back, even with the medications I was taking, and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this is really annoying. So decided to go see a functional medicine doctor, which according to some people is stupid and a waste of your money. So that's reassuring.
Wait a minute, what? I just want you to repeat that. What did you say?
Some people think that function of like going and seeing a functional medicine doctor,
Functional medicine doctor.
yeah,
Okay.
is stupid and expensive. Yeah, it is expensive, but at what cost?
Mhm.
Kind of thing. So that was validating to hear from people. Um, Found out ultimately what was the root cause for me needing to get my appendix taken out, and why all of the other stuff contributed to it. It's not just the fact that I went under anesthesia 3 or 4 times in the past 2 years. It's not good on your body in general. That was my own doing. Well, the first one was my own doing. So was the second one was not my own doing, but the third surgery was to get the first surgery undone. Your appendix actually does serve a function in your body. People think it doesn't, but it does. It carries a lot of good bacteria that your body needs. So when that is removed, your body doesn't have that space to produce the good bacteria, and then being under anesthesia, and then being on antibiotics, which there are statistics out there that antibiotics are not good for you because it cleans the bad bacteria, but also wipes your good bacteria. It is also proven for women's health that it will up your chances of depression and anxiety. So I can agree with that because of what I've been dealing with. But ultimately, sorry, I'm thirsty. Ultimately, the reason why my pancreas, not my pancreas, I still have my pancreas, the reason why my appendix had to be removed is because of the COVID vaccine. And before anybody comes at me about the vaccine, they can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. That's,
Because it's my body. I know what I was dealing with tremendously. 2, there have been studies that have come out at this, like multiple studies have come out at this time of how, yes, the vaccine was maybe helpful for like 1 million people, but it also killed 1 million people. So like, again, these are not like, I'm not reading straight statistics, I'm just pulling out numbers. Technically it's a wash because it's just a wash. I believe the stories that I've heard from other people who have experienced some type of reaction after they got it. I mean, the big thing when it first came out was obviously it affecting people's hearts and like blood clots and stuff. And I think the whole issue with it in general and COVID in general was it was politicized and demonized to pin humans against each other and divide them. So this is why a lot of people don't want to have a conversation, or they get offended by just somebody speaking on it. And again, do your own research and see what answers you get. And that's the other thing. I would love for somebody to try and come at me and tell me I didn't experience what I experienced, but also none of them sat there in the room when I got the answers that I was looking for and felt the tremendous clarity, peace, and answers that I felt. So yes, take what you hear other people say with a grain of salt and use discernment. But ultimately, you have to know your own body and do the research, because if you don't, you're going to waste time as well as possibly years thinking, oh, it's just age, I'm just getting older. Age is just a mindset. You get to choose how you feel. You get to choose how you move the meat sack that you're in.
yeah. You have a choice.
Exactly.
We're not attacking anyone who got the vaccine
No.
because,
If
you have somebody who did and you have somebody who didn't sitting
as I
here.
say that's the case, I would literally have to attack myself.
Right. And
And I'm not attacking anybody who doesn't believe in functional medicine. It was just extremely disappointing when you try to express how you're feeling to somebody and they don't really give you the time or day, and then they say that what their thoughts are on it, it really makes you feel invalidated.
Well, I'm sure. The difference is that we have seen the effects of said vaccine, either personally or through people we know.
Correct.
We also have seen a certain doctor go in front of Congress and everything else and plead the fifth 111 times when questioned about the vaccine.
I mean, medicine and healthcare to a degree is beneficial, but
To a degree.
To a degree, but also to hear back in the 90s what they were choosing to test vaccines on, that's just extremely infuriating for myself to hear. And
What was it?
I'm thankful that the place that I went, that doctor decided to quit that practice and start his own practice.
What was it?
Why don't you say it?
Because I don't know what you've heard, so I don't, you know.
Granted, I did not fact check this after I heard it, but I'm pretty sure it's true. But pretty sure in the 90s they tested on aborted fetuses.
They did.
And I can believe that because they test on animals. So.
There was also strands of aborted fetuses in the vaccine itself. I think something with aborted babies
I don't know.
in the vaccine or something. I don't know. Either way,
I really hope that's not true.
me too. I mean, when it comes down to is, you know, you look at history, right? You look at history and our world and everything like that, at least to our knowledge of our world. And you hear a lot of people talk about these things going on. And I wonder if any of them was to look at this situation and take themselves out of it and then look at the situation at hand and be like, this sounds an awful lot like something that Germany would have done in the 1940s. But we like to talk about, you know, how bad all that was. But you're looking at this and you're like, we also know people who died. We also know people who didn't die, but they're no longer with us.
Correct.
So
I will also clarify the health issues I had before I met Joe with like my pancreas and stuff was not related to the vaccine because that was happening before I got the vaccine.
yeah, well,
But it's
like you just said, you were eating processed food. Everything that happened to me was
that's not the cause of my acute pancreatitis.
alcohol.
They say that those are contributing factors, but I wasn't smashing 4-packs and I wasn't eating insanely. But I've had dental work done.
Yeah, well, that's a whole another story.
And but I'm saying 2 separate medical issues, got answers to both. And I know that's true because there's a documentary about it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that was pulled.
Yeah, they always pull all the good information.
Still out there so people can watch it, but
I mean, like, man,
it truly shows your entire body is connected.
Yeah, it is.
Your mouth is a gateway.
It's all just one big computer system.
I mean, I don't.
We're walking.
I
we're
don't.
walking biological technology.
I mean, yeah.
Like that's all.
I don't like to think of my brain as a computer. Like I get what you're saying. Like brain is more powerful than a computer.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
especially when it's been driven by the correct thing. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
I think you're underestimating the power of computers.
No, I'm not underestimating the power of computers. But what created the computer?
Bill Gates, I think.
The human mind.
Where's Bill Gates? But no, like, what I'm saying is a computer can do things way faster than a human being can.
Correct.
And that is great. But when you're making computer systems that are self-learning and replicating to where you can't keep it from staying in the bounds of human moral code,
It's not going to stay in the bounds of human moral code.
right? Like,
Because it has no morals, it has no empathy,
yeah, it has no feeling.
it
So
has
it's
no
just like, okay,
soul.
no. So like, and when you're pushing, you know, all this AI and you're pushing all this fake nonsense on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, you just keep pushing it all and pushing it and pushing it, pushing it. You make people start questioning what's real and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, as you were saying, you know, your mouth's the gateway, so are your eyes. And it's like,
I mean, your mouth is the main gateway, so you should keep your mouth clean. Don't put dirty things in it.
yeah, but like your eyes are also an input of what you're seeing.
You're correct. You have to protect your ears, eyes, and mouth.
Yes.
There's many songs out there about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you consume and what you feed it
Mm-hmm.
matters.
Yeah. And
Which includes the importance of discipline
mm-hmm.
to block things and remove things and put things in place so that you are not tempted
Yeah.
to touch it.
Yeah. Yeah. That doctor say anything to you that
About-
correlated to the things you've heard from someone?
I mean, some things, but not a whole lot.
No, that's not what you said on the phone to someone.
That's not what I said to you. Don't take all the fucking credit.
I'm not. What I'm saying is the things that were said were validating because it's like, well,
Yes, they were validating because I heard them from you as well as other people.
yeah.
So you cannot take the full credit.
I'm not taking full credit here. I'm not taking any credit.
That's what it seems like because now you're getting defensive.
It's not getting defensive.
You sure?
Yeah, this is where I realize that other people don't see the world like I do.
Correct, they don't.
Because to me, these things are just like there. Like I'm like, you, yeah. And I realize that not everyone sees what I see.
No, they
So
don't.
like they just don't. And that's okay. That's okay. But
Correct. I'm thankful you never pushed anything
Yeah.
on me because even last year when you tried a couple of times, I understood why you were doing it. It was to pull me out of my spiral, but at some points the defense mechanism in me and the fire in me knew that you were not always correct, and I knew my own body and I needed to take steps to at least get some type of relief because I was slowly killing myself by doing nothing.
Mhm.
So even though you and I did not agree, I still took the steps to take measures to make sure that I wasn't going to be malnourished.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where I'm,
You have not been a big fan of medicine,
no,
pharmaceuticals, and I understand why.
no.
Trust me, I understand why completely.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't just get here because we suddenly developed chemicals to take that
No.
helped our lives out. I mean, apparently we went to the moon in '69, and we haven't done anything of the sort since. So, like, there hasn't been a massive jump in, like, society or how we
Technology.
live.
There hasn't been a massive jump in technology. We're
Oh,
actually going backwards.
well, there was a massive jump in technology, and then they stopped everything, and then they, I, to me, it seems like technology and everything that we had was not used properly. It wasn't used in a way to make people happier and make lives easier. It was used in a way of corruption.
It's because wisdom was taken away. People are given wisdom to advance things, but then when it is used immorally, the wisdom is removed.
Right.
You can take that all the way back to biblical times with the Tower of Babel.
Right. Well, like the thing about it is like, if you are that smart to make something like that, if you're that smart, maybe choose to do a good thing, not something harmful to other people.
That's the problem. It all comes down to a soul issue. If their soul is not in the correct place, it is going to be guided by things of negativity and evil.
Yes. And it's like, hey, if you're this smart, then you better know, how the world works.
There are a lot of smart people that I know that are extremely dumb in the other areas.
Yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, we all can't know everything, but it's like, if you're at that intelligence level, in a position of power.
I mean, that's their journey that they're on.
Yeah, but like in a position of power, and you have that much say in what happens in our world and everything, you might want to choose to do the right thing. Because if not.
And if they don't, then what are we supposed to do?
I don't think you really want me to answer that.
No, because your answer is not going to be correct.
What do I think to do that about that? You start kicking people out of place that are in power to make them go away because they are not running things correctly.
I mean,
Obviously, it's failing.
I mean, that's one way to do it, yeah.
That's my easy option.
That's not the easiest option that's out there.
The Crusades happened for a reason.
Correct, but that's not the easiest option out there.
What's the easiest option?
You can pray for somebody's soul.
Oh, yeah, I did that for a while too. Yeah, I did that for a while too.
And you can still do that if the season and timing is right.
I guess. I think there just comes a time when you just got to hang it up.
Correct. There's a time when you have to give it to God and surrender it completely.
Right. That's what that is pretty much. But
But seasons can last, who knows how long.
But I am not going to like Let me say it this way. Somebody the other day told me bad things happen to good people.
No, that's not true.
And I responded back and said, yeah, and it's disgusting that our world is that way. That bad things happen to good people. That's fucking disgusting. That our world is not always true, no. But
that statement is a broken statement.
Okay. But you hear it all the time, and I think it's disgusting that that statement even is made. There should never be a bad thing that happens to good people because they're good people.
That's not going to happen.
I understand, but it should never be that way. Bad things should happen to bad people, like, I don't know, somebody who releases a vaccine that kills millions of people. And
do you know why that will never happen?
yeah, I know this world's ran by evil. Yeah, Is that what you're gonna say?
It's because when humans are born into this world, they're born into sin.
I mean, yeah, but I think that is.
So yes, the things of this world will be run by evil.
I know, and it's gross.
So what are you going to do about it?
If I had the choice, I would tell everybody, we're all just going to sit down and we're going to tell all of these bad people over here that's running everything to go away. Go hang out on a little island somewhere.
Okay, but
Since
you're not God.
I-
So what are you going to do for yourself?
For
in that
myself, oh God, I
situation?
don't even know. Just keep doing what
So
I'm
you're
doing,
just
I
going to
guess.
keep doing what you're doing and live for this world.
I'm pretty sure I don't live for this world whatsoever at this point. I'm like pretty much off the grid. So,
So shouldn't your focus be on somewhere else then?
of what?
Eternity and living and building your life there. If you're
I
not
hear
for
what you're
this world,
saying. I hear what you're saying, but what you're saying is something that I'm still human
so am
and
I.
I'm still in this realm.
So am I.
In order for me to do that, pretty sure I would not be doing what God put me here to do as a man. Trust me, I would rather just sit in the middle of a country thing and just fucking sit there and do nothing all day.
Well, that's not what he
And-
called you to do. on
Exactly.
This side of eternity.
Mm-hmm. So, I can't do that in this physical realm that I live in.
That's not what you're called to do on this side of eternity.
What am I called to do? You got any answers?
I am not God, so no. You've not provided me with that wisdom.
I love asking that question.
Okay, I mean, that's a valid question.
I-
but, like,
I-
no,
like-
I can't give you that answer. I cannot speak for him. He has not used me as a vessel to speak in your life here recently. So,
like I seriously I love when people call me and blah 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 and all this stuff, and then I tell them all these things and they're like, holy shit, that sucks. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, well, you're this kind of person, you better know the answer to this. What do you think I should do?
why are you giving somebody else that much authority to give you an answer?
I'm not giving nobody fucking authority. What I'm doing is I'm being like, you are supposed to be the smart person here. You are supposed to be the one working at this facility and you should know what to do. You are the person who has all the answers then because you work there. What do you think I should do?
That comes across as you putting authority on somebody else. And
I'm asking
not,
for-
not
I'm-
authority. I mean, it's coming across as you're putting an identity on somebody else. You're assuming
Let's say
that they're smart.
you called me at my job and asked me a question about what I work on.
There's the context. Thank you for the context.
If you called me and asked me a question on something that I work on or in, and I either knew the answer or didn't know the answer, what do you think my response would be?
You didn't provide context. Thank you for providing the context now.
Like I was saying, I love asking somebody in that position, what should I do in this position? You better know the answer to this. I have yet to get a solid answer because it's like, oh, okay, so you don't know, and you're supposed to be the person that's telling me what to do here. Or I get this, I can't do anything about what the way the world's going, or like what the upper people in this say, or like the government says, or any of this stuff. I just do what I'm told.
See, now it's just coming across to me as you're just seeking answers from other people.
I'm not seeking a single answer from anyone because I know what their agenda is. So it's just like, I want to hear from you what you, it's kind of like asking personal questions like, oh, okay, what about you? Have you ever dealt with something like this? No.
So just a general question, where are you seeking answers? About anything.
Oh, when somebody bothers me, when they call me on the phone or something like that. Some spam call.
So you're not seeking for answers in life at all.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm seeking. Yeah, I ask questions all the time, bro. Like I seek. I've quit seeking at this point. I'm just sitting still. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna sit here. I mean, like real talk. Like a month ago, I literally was saying, if I'm going to just sit in a corner of this room and stare out into my reality, and until it changes, I'm not going to move.
Okay.
So like, but I mean, the circumstances of the things that I've gone through in life are pretty ridiculous, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
And the only answer to that I would give is that was a lot to just hit. There's a few ways to look at that. If I'm looking at that in like a spiritual way, I'm going to say, oh, okay, what is God teaching me here? If I look at that and I'm like,
isn't that how we should look at everything, though?
yes, yeah, okay. What is God teaching me here? It's really hard with the world we live in to not be like, okay, I think God has either forced this down my back neck, or I don't know what the answer here is, but what I think the answer here is that you're supposed to be loving and kind and all those things.
How do you know that, though?
That's the thing. At this point, I don't really know, because when I
So that comes back to my point of where are you seeking answers from? Because he gives us the answers. He gives us one place to find the answers.
yeah, the Bible. My point being here is that you're talking about, okay, fine. You're talking about the Bible? I don't think you want me to find the answers there, because my answers from things we've talked, hold on, the things that we talked about, crusades happen for a reason. Jesus dealt with narcissists. The way this world is, it's ran by narcissists and people that do not have moral compass, and people in power who are controlling and manipulative and don't actually care because they want to be controlling and manipulative. That's what a narcissistic person is. And I hate to say it, but it's all ran psychotically. And if I was to say anything about the world that we live in, I would say, don't trust anyone. Don't.
I want to say something, but I don't want you to take offense to it.
Okay.
All I'm hearing in a lot of that is blaming others, and there's a lot of hurt behind that also.
Well, yeah, it's not even like blaming, because blame would indicate that there isn't factual things that had taken place that either had action behind the things that were done.
Mm-hmm.
So blame is not there. If there are factual things that happened, decisions that were made, things that were said, things that were done, there is no blame. That is factual occurrences that happened in my general direction. So
I said two things in that statement.
yeah, like you were saying, there's a lot of hurt behind that. Yeah. The only thing that I like, this is why I'm like, someone tell me what you think I should do here, because you all seem to know more than me. So what is it? And like, it's the, damn, that's pretty shitty. Yeah, I know, bro. You tell me what to do. I mean, I don't like this.
I think in general, people hear the answers that they're supposed to, and they either get offended or upset at it because it's the truth and they don't want to hear it.
Well, yes. I have yet to hear anything that had some sort of impact. I mean, I'm a man, so I like things to be very clear, precise, and direct. You're coming up to a turn and it's left, so what do? You turn left. Like, that's the answer. Why is it so hard to just get the you turn left answer instead of, oh man, because then when like somebody asks me a question and I directly answer the question, what do?
Most people either second guess it
Yeah.
or not trust you.
Yes. And that's what happens in our world when it's ran like the way it is. People don't trust anything. People don't listen to anybody who may or may not know something. Or they just don't, like, hey, man.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
Because people are not going to like this answer, and I don't care, but it's because people have gotten away from God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've come to this realization, and honestly, it's kind of sickening. When I was growing up, and any time that we would have a conversation of like, and I mean like young, like in school, and like, oh, do you believe in God? And if somebody would say, somebody would be like, yeah, I believe in God, or somebody would be like, I don't know, man, I don't know, that's a heavy question. Okay. But like when somebody would say, I don't even, like, to me, it wasn't, people just don't believe in God. People would just either, yes, they believe in it, or they're just, I don't know. That's an interesting subject. Never in my mind would I have somebody be like, no. But in recent times, I'm starting to realize that there's an awful lot of people that don't believe in God. And like, and the problem with that is that like you also see people who don't believe in God, and then they, like, I saw a video the other day where this guy was showing something, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna do this 30-day challenge. Day one of acting like God exists. Oh, day 2 of acting like God exists. And then it got down to it, and like at the very end, he's like, holy fuck, dude, this is real. This is real. Jesus is king. Oh my God. He's, and I'm like, huh. Like I was having this conversation the other day, and I was like, okay, when I was talking to this person, and I was like, when I speak, I set the context of where I'm speaking from, because I can speak in this way or I can speak in this way, but if I'm looking at something and I'm just speaking in a general human sense, just a general human sense, right? Subtract all the government bullshit, subtract all the war, subtract all the financial system decline, subtract all the conspiracy theories, subtract everything, okay? And just be a human sitting out here at this table under the trees, and we're just chilling. If I'm answering something in a human, basic way, I would look at this and be like, okay, if I'm going to not think really hard about this, and I read the Bible, and then I started thinking to myself, and I started looking at it, I'd be like, damn, This shit's kind of playing out like, something says.
That is because there is a lot of prophecy in it.
Right. And it's like, well, if I'm looking at this at a human level, maybe like, and I don't know how people just don't come to that consensus. Even if you are an extremely intelligent person, extremely intelligent.
That comes back to my point that you can be extremely intelligent, but emotionally and spiritually dumb.
Yes. And like, if you're that smart of a human, how are you not smart enough to figure that out?
It hasn't been revealed to them yet in their time.
I know. It's all.
That's why it is an extremely beautiful thing when you see somebody who is very intelligent when they come to find the Lord.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for emotional people to do it. It's easy for people who have gone through a lot of brokenness
Mm-hmm.
and not have resentment or bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for those people who have been severely broken. I'm not saying everybody. But that is why I think those people are the perfect example who have gone through all of the like heavy brokenness and they come out the other side with nothing but joy and healing and just gratitude because they've been at the lowest of lows and they've experienced Jesus in one way or another that saved them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying smart people can't, but I think because smart people have the wiring in them is different. Their gratitude is there, but it's expressed differently.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going against God or anything here. I hate to say this. At some point in this journey, sometimes I wish I had all these like random ass questions that I've asked you. Like, yo, is all this a sick joke and everyone knows this already, but I'm the only one who doesn't? And like, and that's why this is happening to me?
No.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like what I mean, like, the boomers knew it the whole time, didn't they?
No.
They knew this all the whole time, and they just did it, right? So, like,
I know what you're saying, yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, no, you're not going to go against God on here. If you are, then we're ending this podcast.
Yeah, I'm not. I would never go against God.
In general.
Like what I'm saying, I feel like this needs to be said to anyone who is following Jesus. We all are aware that this world is ran by evil, right?
Yes.
Right. So if you don't want to be evil, just because you're choosing Jesus does not mean that it's just going to be sunshine and flowers.
No, it means you have to do the work.
And that's where a lot of people stop because they're just like, this world's ran by evil. Therefore, if you are doing things that are not in good nature for your soul, of course things are going to work out for you.
I think a lot of reasons why people stop is because, one, it's not easy, or they haven't let go of the pain and hurt of the past in order to move forward. There's also other categories too that are not coming to my mind. Those are just the two that stick out to me at the moment.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. Like, that's like, surrendering is hard. That's why I was saying, like, I'm at the point where I'm about to sit in the corner of this room and just stare out into my reality, and until it changes, I'm not moving.
Surrendering is hard when you allow your emotions to be the forefront. Surrendering is hard because you have to do it daily. Because we are human, we are still going to mess up.
See, like,
And that is where you have to have grace for yourself.
yeah, but this is a very crucial point. You are not. You are you. You are human.
Yes.
You are going to sin.
Correct.
You are not going to be sinless,
Correct.
no matter how hard you try.
You are correct. There is only one person who succeeded at being sinless.
Yeah, and like,
And they still crucified him.
yeah. And the way that this world is, it seems like you have to have perfection, and the goalpost for perfection just keeps on moving.
Because that's the agenda of this world.
Right, exactly.
But that is not the agenda for eternity and how God looks at us.
I understand. This is where this is
where I said that if you're gonna follow Christ, you have to put the work in. You have to undo a lot of things that you've learned if you were older. You have to do a lot of unlearning and undoing to learn the correct way of how he's teaching you. And that is hard, and people don't want to do that.
In all honesty, I was gonna be like, hey bro, I'm done with these fucking lessons already. Because if you don't let me go soon and just like let me fucking do something, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
Which comes back to my point that where you're speaking is from a hurt place. So
Not really. Ultimately, what I would like to do on this earth is something great. Something that actually helps everyone. Something that actually like is good for other humans. Apparently, that's not what you're supposed to do on this earth. Apparently, in order to make it on this earth, you have to be an awful person. And that's where I feel like a lot of people are running into issues at this given moment, is because in order to make it in this world, what's one real good, easy way to make it in this world?
I mean, it ultimately comes back to morals, dude.
Yeah. So, like, if you are wanting to do something great for other humans in our physical realm, and you talk to people and say, hey, let me do this, for God's sake, point me in a direction, and they don't have answers for that, you just end up broke, and you can't help anyone. When that's all you really want to do. But if I decided to whip my dick out and put a picture of it on OnlyFans, I'd be fucking loaded. There's a problem with that. Like, there's a fucking problem. I don't care if you do OnlyFans, and I don't care what you do with your life. But if somebody is trying to do something with their life that is beneficial for everyone, so you can go and take pictures of your butthole and put it on the internet.
You want to lower your voice. There's children probably around.
If you want to do that, fine. But the people who want to do good things on this earth to help you do that, they should be given a chance to do the things that they want to do on this earth for the betterment of everyone. Like, I I don't understand why our world is that way. I really don't.
I mean, it comes back to the basics. It's because this world is evil.
Yeah,
It's really that simple,
I know.
but also that deep.
Yep. Hey, you need to change this, and you need to change this, and you need to change this about this whole thing, because if you don't, this is going to go wrong.
That's the
What?
other.
It's going to go wrong. Okay. Time duration later. We're going to start doing these things. It's now more expensive. And in the process of doing all that, we didn't do any of these things correctly. So this is all an issue and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, if you would have done what I said from the get-go, none of this would have happened. Instead, you focused on making money and not doing something to better our world and protect. Because isn't that what you're supposed to do as a human being on this earth? You're supposed to love and protect each other because we're all just one. We're all one being. Not all of us are from God. It's okay. But you're supposed to be a loving and kind person.
You're missing a key point of that. You have to die to yourself.
I hear you. I would say don't ever do that.
So don't die to yourself and become
What
like
I'm
Christ.
saying here is
That's basically what you're saying.
what I'm saying here is I don't follow any of this, but if I'm looking at somebody in my position, right, in life, I would literally be like, yo, go be a fucking asshole just once. Just go be an asshole and then keep being an asshole and just keep being a fucking horrific asshole for the rest of your life and everything will be fine. That is how I view this world and that is how people get ahead.
So it basically sounds like you're telling people to not die to themselves and be like Christ.
I'm saying that's what this world is like. And this is why I'm getting frustrated. And
Yeah. You can get as frustrated as you want to be. I do not care.
Well, what I'm saying is this is why I'm getting frustrated with the world that I am currently living in. Because it's like, for the love of God, dear human, I'm trying to help you.
What if people don't want your help?
That's where I come back to. Just be a fucking asshole and don't listen to anyone and tell everyone to fuck off and just do whatever you're doing and fuck it. Because they don't want your help. So the only one that's going to help you is you on this earth.
And that is where you and I are going to differ on things.
You're taking this as I'm speaking it literally. What I'm saying is, aren't you glad I believe in Jesus Christ?
I mean, your heart posture's a little crooked, but everybody is.
But aren't you glad I believe in Jesus Christ? Because if I didn't, what would you think it'd be like?
I'm glad that you found Christ.
Mm-hmm. Because if I didn't believe in Jesus Christ, I'd be just like Anthony Fauci up there, pleading the fifth.
You're still human. You still have progress and work that needs to be done.
I guess. I don't know what else. Dude, I'm fucking exhausted. I don't know what else there is for me to do here. And it's starting to make me wonder what the hell is tomorrow? Because it's like, well, I've lost complete and total faith in everyone around here. So it's like, what do I do here, right? It's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I literally said this to somebody. I was like, dude.
We've come full circle.
I know. Like, dude, I've made it in Detroit, Michigan. I made it in Nashville, Tennessee. And then when I decide to move home and think, you know what, I'm going to go home and things are going to be great. I've had the worst struggle of my entire fucking life. And I'm living the best I ever have. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing in Cincinnati? Like, why am I here? But it's like, where do you go?
Like I said, then it comes back to full circle. You have to seek and find.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know where to look anymore. Is it behind a tree somewhere? Like, is that what I'm missing? Like, what? I don't know, man. I really don't know anymore.
You just gotta seek and find and surround yourself with godly counsel.
Yeah, and that's getting hard to find these days.
Yes and no.
It's getting hard to find these days.
You have to know where to look.
Right, but it's getting hard to find these days. My thing is I don't like going out and looking, okay? Not saying that, like, my thing is I don't like going out and looking.
You're missing the complete point of seek.
Look, I don't like going out and looking for that because this is why I was saying I see the world differently than I guess everyone, the majority of other people. I think everyone's doing this, so it's like, oh, everybody's trying to figure out what the hell's going on in our world because obviously something's happening. Everybody's talking about it. Nope. Everybody out there is like questioning all these things and being like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And like they know about how the COVID vaccine did all this, and Anthony Fauci's pleading the fifth to everything, even just coming down to a simplistic apology. And nope. Everybody is wondering what the hell's going on with our financial system and our government, and everything's happening, and what's going on, and gas prices are through the roof, and all this shit's going on, and everybody's wondering what the fuck is happening. Like,
but are people actually questioning it, or is it just videos and AI that's been programmed to you to cause you to question everything?
And this is why I was saying, is this a cruel fucking joke and everybody knows it and I'm out here like, what the fuck is going on? And like, why are you all not asking these questions?
I mean, it all comes back to that's why you just have to get back to the basics.
Even if going back to the basics, right? Even if going back to the basics, which I'm going back to the basics in case you haven't noticed.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty much back to the basic bitch. Like,
Final thought.
even if you go back to the basics, how are you supposed to go back to the basics with everything you've seen and know?
It's where you have to go back to the basics and then surrender it.
What are the basics you're speaking of?
You and God, and that's it.
Yeah.
You and God and His Book of Answers. Any final thoughts? Because I'd rather not end another episode in the dark. And I'm hungry.
I really don't. I have 1,000 more things I wanted to say, but like
That's why I said final thought. And if you don't have one, that's okay. I finally did it. I finally stumped him. We're just gonna leave it at that.
I just look at this world, and I know there are influential people who watch this, and some of them are involved where I live and the state I live in and stuff like that, and like I really just wonder sometimes, like, if you were in, and this goes for a lot of people, if you're in positions where you like either work with somebody or you have interacted with them and you know that they are capable, why would you hold them back? Why would you stop them? Where did that help anyone? When all they want to do is do something good on this earth. And all they repeatedly do is good things on this earth, and doesn't seem to matter. There is a severe problem with the human race. There's a severe problem with the human species. Severe. Because no matter which way you look at this world, no matter which way you look at God, no matter which way you look at the devil, no matter which way you look at anything in this world, there is a major fucking malfunction with the human species and the way that we run ourselves.
It's a hard issue. It's a soul issue.
And for those of us out here that don't have a heart issue and don't have a soul issue, it's becoming exhausting. Not because it's exhausting on yourself, but it's exhausting because you're looking at this world and you're looking at other people who you love and adore in this world, and you're looking at everything else, and you just eventually come to the consensus of, well, can't save them all. And it's a daily, it's a daily pill that you have to swallow.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
To watch somebody that has so much potential, and they struggle to see that potential.
Are you talking about me?
And you have hope for them in general, but there's nothing you can ultimately do because it is their journey.
Are you talking about me?
Have I ever directly addressed you on this podcast?
Yeah.
If I'm going to direct something at you directly, I will speak it to you.
Oh, okay. Because
we do not get that personal on this podcast.
No. But like, just from what you just said, I'm tired of looking at myself in the mirror and seeing all this potential and talent sitting here and being like, why are these humans not letting me unleash this for us all to have a better way at life? At this point, I literally would say, at this point.
Last thought.
I would say at this point, if I was to never have said that I believe in Jesus, and we just never talked about it, but I was this smart, and I believed in the devil, well, not believed in the devil, if I worshipped certain things, it appears that life would be a lot easier. And that could be what's wrong with our world.
That's why I've always said hell lost a powerful one.
But that was a year ago today.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is like I'm looking at it and I'm literally just like, you sore-ass loser, you lost. Get the fuck out of here. Like, quit bothering me. Go away.
The devil's mad every day I wake up.
I don't know. Hey, before she turns that camera off, it's been a pleasure. We'll make it through it, I think. That or God might send an asteroid or I don't know. Something. You know what?